Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the art studio. We are going to just get right into it and we're going to paint some blob chickens because who doesn't like chickens? Um, Pretty simple and let's have fun with it. I'm going to set these off to the side and I pre-sketched my chickens, but I'll just kind of go over the shapes that they are. I did that because I kind of get intimidated drawing on camera, believe it or not. So anyway, I just kind of pre-sketch. So these are just some like U shapes with a point at each end and a little dip here down in the body. So you just kind of make a little dip, a little oval shape, and then make up your chickens as fat as you want. Um, I do this to help with the water. This will be a wet on wet technique. And I just kind of let pre-draw. You don't have to pre-draw. If you just want to go jump right in to do the blobs, go ahead. So let's, after you got them drawn, let's just get a round brush. And I am going to just pick up a little bit of color on my brush just so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm wetting down the shape of the chicken. And you want it fairly wet. So let's just wet this down. And the magic of the blobs is when you just kind of dip in color. And I forgot to activate my paints. So let's activate them. I did earlier, but they kind of dried out already. So let's activate them with some water. All right, now that we did that, let's just pick up some color. And you can see, you just blob in color where you want color. Put some orange. And you just watch the paint bloom. Like I said, you want these fairly wet so that the colors have chance to blend and bloom. And I want a little bit more dark in there. So let's just blob in some brown. All right, we did that one. Let's go with just another color. It really doesn't matter because I did pre-make one of these so that this would be dry because you do want this to dry. You can use your blow dryer, but I found when my paint is really wet, I prefer to let it dry several hours or even overnight. Sometimes I'll do this and then I'll pick it up the next day. You can blow dry it if you want. I'm not going to today. Like I said, I already have one kind of pre-made. So yeah, got this one a little dark. That's all right. Let's add maybe some of the brown into this one. You can make your chickens colorful too if you want. They don't have to be. I think the one that I'm going to demonstrate with you is kind of, if you will, traditional chicken colors. Add some of this brown. Yeah, you can make these as dark and splotchy as you want and let the colors just flow. Let's go on to the next one and maybe make this one a little bit darker. That one's kind of, I changed the shape that I drew because it kind of was a little wonky. And he's going off the page. And let's add maybe some green in this one. Why not? So that's as simple as that. You just get your shape down, add some water and add some color and let everything just bloom out and blend together. So let's set this off to the side. And like I said, I have some already pre-made up, and we're just going to add the details to these little blob chickens. So this is where I'm going to use my colored pencils, watercolor pencils. So decide wherever you want the beak, and we're going to make this one have a beak here, and you make a triangle. And this chicken already kind of had a little natural beak going on, so we'll just accentuate it a little bit more with these watercolor pencils. And this one's kind of looking up at this one. And maybe we'll go in with some orange and kind of outline this beak a little bit more. And chickens have oh, I should have looked up the difference between chickens and roosters, but these may just be imaginary chickens too, because I'm not sure if chickens actually have the red part on the top and the red part on the bottom, or if that's just roosters. Ours are going to have them on the top and bottom because that's what I want to do. You don't have to keep everything exactly correct if you don't want to. That's the fun of art. So let's, the top of the head, let's make the crown or oh, I know there's a technical term for it. And I'm just making out of the watercolor pencils, I'm just kind of making the little parts of the chicken. And let's do the top of this one. Yeah, like that. And then I am going to take my black gel pen, and I am going to make little eyes. And I'm just going the beak is kind of right there. I'm just going to kind of go right here, wherever I think the eye should be. I'm going to make these eyes pretty big. On my one I did earlier, I didn't make the eyes very big. And kind of making them a little whimsical. I'm going to draw little circles around them. And then I'm going to just kind of very lightly with my gel pen, maybe outline this chicken just a hair. And you don't have to do this if you don't want. I like adding detail. And let's make the beak just a little bit defined, and maybe in the middle somewhere you can make like some squiggle lines where his side feathers might be. And that looks like a good spot right on this one. And we will just kind of outline and do this on all of the chickens. You can make as many chickens as you want. I kind of cut my paper a little thinner here. Yeah, just do however you want. I like the colors of this one. He kind of looks already like those are feathers. He or she, sorry, chickens. I don't know. All right. All right. I don't know what I don't really know the difference of them. Anyway, my neighbors have chickens and I like to go visit them, and I feed them garden vegetables because I like them, but I don't have any. Do you guys have chickens? I don't know. I don't. They're fun to watch. All right, let's add some speckles on this one with my white gel pen. And maybe give them some character. I like the way that looks, so I'm just going to do a little bit on all of them. And I'm just which stippling is little dots. That's when I say stippling, that's what I mean by that. You're just making little dots. One of my favorite ways to create art is stippling. These are kind of like little whimsical chickens. All right. Whenever you get that the way you want it to look, um, let's we have to have them grounded. We don't want them floating. So we need to add some sort of grounding, some sort of ground that they are on. So I am going to, oh, I did my on my other one and I liked it. I'm just going to water down some gray, some black, and just make a really light color here. And let's just, before I add the legs, and that's kind of dark. So let's water this out. Let's make some grounding where they're not floating. Might have to blow dry. And I'm really lightly gonna kind of just make with this gray, like maybe a little shadow on the part of the chicken. I've got my paint just a little bit wet and a little bit too dark. Does that ever happen to you? You get in a hurry. Story of my life. I get in a hurry. But let me show you what we can do. Let me grab some paper towels here. What we can do to get some of this excess water out of the um, ground. And I actually kind of like the texture this is given. So I'm going to lighten up that shadow just a little bit. And then I'm going to take my brush again, wet it down, no color on it, and I'm going to kind of try to smooth out some of this color that I did here. Make sure that your pens are not water resistant and they're not water soluble because they will bleed into your drawing and you don't want that. So now that I kind of lightened that up a little bit, we can add some more darker colors in here, make it look like they're on something. And I want to lighten that up just a little bit. I just wanted just a little bit of a shadow. So I'm going as close as I can to the chicken. And I'm going to kind of smooth out this a little bit. All right, let me blow dry real quick and to dry that ground a little bit so we can add the legs and maybe do some little more stippling with the pen. All right, I'm back. Let's stipple with our black gel pen. And these are just the one or the two. Well, actually, let's add the legs. I forgot about the legs. Let's kind of add the little, the Y shape of the feet. And we wanted this one to be back a little further because he looks like he's kind of looking up at the other chicken. And add the little feet here. That way we know where we want to add some stippling to make them look like they're grounded. I kind of make the pen mark just a little bit like a Y shape, a little heavier at the top. So that's the base of their leg. Yeah. Okay, let's add some little stipple marks with our gel pen. And it also can kind of look like maybe they're pecking at some stuff on the ground. And I'm kind of going where I got that a little dark, maybe make it look like it's a little hill or something. Give our the grounding area, what I'm calling the grounding area, just a little bit of stability. Make it like, okay, yeah, I can see that they're on something. Dimension. That's the word I'm looking for. And let's just, you can do this as much as you want. If you go slower, it'll be like little dots. Mine are, because I am kind of going fast on this. Mine are, little dashes almost, but that's okay. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go back in on the eye, make it a little more whimsical. So I'm making the circle around it. And the little white dot on the eyeball kind of got lost in translation somewhere. So I'm going to make another one. Make it a little brighter. Yeah. And that's where I'm going to stop. You can make a background if you want. Um, I'm not going to here. Just have fun with it. You can make as many chickens as you want. I like doing things in threes. Sometimes, occasionally, I'll do some things in fours. But you know what? Who doesn't like a blob animal? Blob chickens were today's flavor, but who doesn't like that? Making blobs of color and making something out of them. And that's what I like to do. Um, yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and had fun making these birds. And remember to like and subscribe on my channel, and it'll be down below. I would really appreciate it. And I want to thank everyone who is following me and supporting me. I really appreciate this more than you know. I like hearing from you too. If you put a comment in there, I'd appreciate it. And I have a Facebook page, and it's Sherri Lee Art Studio on Facebook. And some of the stuff will be like I'll have just daily little snippets. Sometimes I'm not every day, but go on there and check it out. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.